we are. Going to here. Going to here. And there. Hey!
Yo, what's up?
We are live.
How y'all doing?
Doing very hectic. Okay. This is technically the holiday stream, isn't it? Because it's close to Christmas.
Yeah, well.
Happy holidays, everyone. Happy belated holidays.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa, yes.
Dang, where's everyone at?
Yeah, sorry. I'm very... I'm very, like, hectic right now.
Beer.
All right, sorry. How is everyone doing?
I'm doing good. Eating spaghetti. Drinking some beer.
Sounds good. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday on the stream. Well, Christmas at least, since Kwanzaa is still going on. Happy whatever you're celebrating. I know we don't have a fancy schmancy holiday intro, unfortunately, but it's been a crazy week for me, so apologies on that. We are going to be spending the stream listening to royalty-free holiday music, regardless. And I'm probably going to do a similar thing with Halloween, where we'll just be drawing some fun Christmas imagery and holiday, whatever you celebrate. So let me get the royalty-free music going, and hopefully it will not be as loud as it was with the Halloween things. So give me 1 second.
What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Ooh, man.
Whoa, that's loud. Hold on. There we go. Nice and quiet. You guys in the chat, let me know if it's too loud, and then I'll turn it down or turn people up.
Whichever works contextually.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. The last one, it was green. It was a purple for the Halloween one, so maybe a deep green. How would that look? Because I don't want to go red.
Green, maybe.
I don't want to go red because that'll be hard to see off of.
Yeah, go bluish green.
Oh, and I am using my old computer again because I'm no longer in with my normal one, so there might be a little bit of lag. This might be a little bit of zaniness going on with the response time of my programming, so, or my software program. So bear in mind that things might get a little nuts. Okay, what's first on the list, everybody?
There's a list.
Or like what should we draw
I don't
first,
think
chat?
we've ever had a list.
What should I sketch out first? And I'll also keep if someone else, well, granted we're solo here right now, but once people start joining in, I'll also keep in mind if anyone else starts drawing something else, I'll show that as well.
I might start drawing something.
What shall we draw, chat? Give us some ideas.
A couple of suggestions are a postcard for Christmas and Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin. Teenage Robot related, please.
A Teenage Robot postcard might be fun, actually.
Yeah.
Teenage Robot across Family Guy.
So remember, it's probably gonna stay sketched because of just how this
Yeah.
my program's gonna be working, and B, just so we can draw multiple things tonight and not just focus on one big thing. There we go. That's more of a brush size. That's only 43. Jenny as a Christmas tree. I would just imagine it would just be like Jenny's face on top of the big.
Like the star is her place with her face.
Yeah.
Or like Jenny as the angel on the Rockefeller Christmas tree.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna go with, for now, I'm gonna see if I can. What would a Teenage Robot Christmas card even look like? It would probably have like standard. Ba-da-dum-bum. Ba-da-dum-bum. Ba-da-dum-bum.
I'm here.
Heyo. Happy holidays.
I got a lot of Blu-rays for Christmas.
Cool. Oh, there comes the lag for me. Come on. You can do it. It's just writing some letters.
I also got a limousine t-shirt.
I was gonna say, if you had a whole limousine, that would have been. That'd have been.
No,
something.
Limousine is the name of a band from Homestar Runner. It's supposed to be like a 1980s band.
That would have been hilarious, though. Just a whole limousine, just outside your house or something.
We're from the band Limousine!
What's the name of the song playing in the background? It is currently.
I also got an autograph from the voice of Majin Buu, Josh Martin.
Oh, cool. It's currently Waltz of the Flowers by. Oh my gosh, that is a Russian name. Tchaikovsky.
Oh, Tchaikovsky.
That. Waltz of the Flowers, everybody.
Tchaikovsky. He's. I think he's well known for Four Seasons. I think is the piece name.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Did he also do Rite of Spring? Or was that someone else?
Say the name again.
Rite of Spring?
Rite of Spring. Let me check.
Like Rite as in R-I-T-E, not R-I-G-H-T.
No, that was Stravinsky.
Stravinsky, okay.
Yeah, Tchaikovsky. Yeah, completely different guy. I gotta. No, I was wrong. It was Vivaldi who did Four Seasons.
I'm no longer writing. I'm waiting for the program to catch up.
Wait, what?
Well, because I haven't been broadcasting to you guys, have I? I've just been broadcasting the stream. Give me 1 second.
No, I've just found another Rite of Spring that was composed by Tchaikovsky.
It's probably just a cover.
There we go.
Maybe.
Oh my god, it's taking forever. Catch up, please. Come on. Come on. Like, I'm betting the YouTube can see my cursors go by, but it's like, when you see them... Such appropriate music to be attempting this to. I'm just trying to write happy. I might have to rethink some things, because I don't think this is gonna be a good holiday stream if it's just a stream of me battling my drawing tablet for ages.
Nebel asks how we're doing.
I am doing well. It's just I'm very stressed. It's been a very stressful week, ironically, as the holidays are finally coming to a close. How are you guys doing, though?
You mean us or the people in the chat?
Yes, you guys. How you guys? Hope you're well. Hope everybody's well.
I'm very well.
Alright, I am... Okay, hey, there's a P. I got a P. That came out wrong.
Wonderful announcement.
There, I got another one. I'm almost there, guys. I've almost spelled happy. This Christmas card may be able to be salvaged yet. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
There's a Y. We got happy. Now we gotta spell. How many letters are in? I think there's less letters in holidays. I'm gonna go with holidays. Come on. Come on. Almost there. It's so laggy. It's like I make a stroke and then I have to wait like a full 2-3 seconds before it even responds. There we go. I spelled it. Huzzah! So that would be the sign that'd be right next to it. And then on a different layer, we'd have Jenny's usually blue, so if we just tweak her shading to like a pinkish kind of color, it might help out with the Christmas. We'd have her. She'd have a Santa hat. Right there.
I like the drawing so far.
Come on, come on, come on. It's lagging on the bolts. And by the way, I have the chat open, everybody. So if you have any questions, I'm monitoring every so often. Nebelcon, why don't you use OBS? I am using OBS. This is the problem is that my computer that I'm using now is a little bit old. I think it's a 20. I want to say it's a 2013 Mac, not anything recent. So it's like the one I have normally is a more recent model, so it's a little faster in processing power. This one's kind of old, so it's like it's kind of struggling to have a live stream, to have Discord open, to have OBS open, recording the live stream, to have Photoshop open, and all that jazz. So it's struggling a little bit in that regard.
I have a 2015 Mac.
Mm-hmm. This isn't normally the computer I use. It's just because I'm at home for the holidays, you know. So my normal computer is what I left behind.
Epic lag moment.
Come on. Come on.
Hartman.
If this doesn't work out, though, I'm gonna try and switch gears and see if I can do something else that's maybe less laggy and still kind of celebrating, because this is I'm definitely not going to be able to get as many drawings out as I did with the Halloween stream at this speed, because I'm still struggling to draw basic shapes here, let alone shading and like coloring. I just want to draw her arm.
Samuel asks if there will be holiday-themed episodes in Rebooted.
We have a Halloween special planned. We don't have a Christmas themed special planned because they already had one.
Seems legit.
Bought for all seasons.
Yep. We have Halloween. We're doing that.
A few years ago, Grey DeLisle just posted a picture of her reuniting with Janice Kawai.
Yeah, I heard about that. But that was like a long time ago.
Yep.
Oh yes, Nebelcon. I have a lot of applications to get through though. Don't worry about that. I probably have not gotten there yet. So we just heard the joy to the world. What's with this? Where's my Carol of the Bells? I want a royalty-free Carol of the Bells. Carol of the Bells is such an awesome song.
It really is.
Happiness is all so much more enjoyable when it's based on the misery of millions.
That's Robotnik Claus.
Mm-hmm. Okay, come on. How about how we can have like a kind of a contraption coming out of her head that's kind of holding up the Happy Holidays sign, so it's kind of like a screen almost. Illusion.
The Blu-rays
is the first episode with the animatic exclusively an origin story. You would have to explain what you mean by that, but like it is a prequel story. The first episode, the animatic, it is like it's just a prequel episode, and then immediately after that we get into like modern times. But is everything on Teenage Robot good or bad? Well, it's pretty chill. It's pretty fine. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Surrender! Kilgore would like to take over Christmas someday.
You can play Green Sleeves. Nate, I don't know what Green Sleeves is. I'd have to
Is a
Google.
Christmas Carol.
Is it royalty free?
It should be. I'm pretty sure it's like super old.
Well, if the next song is "Joy to the World" again, I'll Google it because the track that I have played right now has for some reason put 2 different versions of "Joy to the World" back to back. One was a female singer, and now this one's a male singer. Oh, this next one's Silent Night.
Bicycle gas!
Here, I'll Google Green Sleeves and see if I can find a royalty-free one that I can play. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get. It's been 30 minutes and I'm still drawing the same, trying to struggle my program to get to the same sketch out. And good lord, I stammered like hell through that sentence. It's been 30 minutes and I'm still trying to draw the same sketch. That's kind of like indicative of what's about to happen with this. I think I should probably try and find an alternative thing that we can have fun with in this stream. This program just does not want to work with me. All right, I found some royalty-free whatever Green Sleeves is, so I'm gonna take a pause on this stuff and see what it is.
Mina and Count making a cameo in one of the episodes. Probably not.
Hang on. Yeah, trying to avoid any. Robbie Bobby 212. Any audio files here? It depends on your question. I know a thing or two about audio. I'm not an expert though, so ask away and I'll try to answer.
Speaking of cartoons, I am the director of an Evil Con Carne reanimated project.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Alright, back to trying. I'm going to try and get this sketch out first, and then after that, I'm going to try and find something else that I can do on stream. Because, like, unfortunately, this program just, like... I can't even draw a finger without it going crazy. Like, I'm not even touching it right now, and it's like it's drawing by itself. My pen is not even on the tablet.
Oh shoot, I forgot to screen share.
There we go. Come on. Keep that speed up, then I can get through this. Box. Alright, whatever. It's supposed to be confetti. Come on. I'm basically looking for some wireless headphones with low latency and in white color. Ooh, yeah, I'm more of the, I can give you some audio, like some digital audio advice for like with audio editing and softwares to look at when you want to do some surround sound editing and stuff like that. I'm not big on technology for actually like listening to and playing audio. I like my headphones, they are cheap ass Sony.
Cheap as free. Cheapest free toys.
They're cheap little Sony headphones that are like $15 at Walmart. You know, that's my standard. They're very replaceable. I don't go for the high end stuff, so I'm unfortunately not the guy to talk to about that sort of stuff. But hey, if you need advice about like high quality audio and like high quality audio editing, come to me. I can give you some tips. I'm not an expert, but I can give some tips. Any additional questions that I missed here? Okay. Just going back to this then. I want to get, let's try and get one sketch done. I think I can get one.
My sketch is pretty much done.
It's just I'm just battling my own computer. I really got to just like bite the bullet and upgrade this thing. Give it a better... I think it's the processor. It might be the graphics card though. It's one of the two. It's just like it just can't handle so much stuff at once. Like I need 5 programs in order to have 5, bare minimum, 5 programs open to maintain these live streams. I need Discord open for the call, like between us, the crew. I need Photoshop or some other program open so it's like it's something I'm doing, like or visually broadcasting. Otherwise, it'd just be a blank screen or just our heads every so often, like popping, you know, like the green ring on Discord. I need Google Chrome open so it would actually broadcast to YouTube. I need OBS open so it would actually record the stream and put it together. And I need this program, an audio, a software audio recording application open so it records the Discord call audio and puts it in OBS, and then OBS takes my microphone audio and mixes it all together. So bare minimum 5, and this computer here just can't handle it without glitching. You know? Should have made that a Jack in a Box, but with Kilgore. I can do that. I can try. I'm gonna battle it all throughout the process, and I don't think it's gonna evolve any further than a sketch. Kilgore is what? He's usually red and blue, so we'll make him a deep kind of a burgundy kind of color. I'll give him a spring, like he's jumping out. Okay, yeah, okay. Well, this is a good question, because we did say this. I heard that the second part of the animatic is supposed to release sometime by the end of the year, which I know it might not be possible. If just in case, how's the progress? Yes, it's no longer possible. We thought it would be possible. COVID hit really hard with the semester. Harder than expected, so we're not going to be able to get the second part out by the end of the year. But we are working hard on it, so it's not like no work has been done whatsoever. I hope to get a preview out in the coming weeks for you guys of part 2. Don't know yet about a full part 2 yet, but it's just transitional period from getting back into home state for the holidays. So apologies for that, but just COVID hit pretty hard for the semester, so it affected it. What it did was none of us were infected, thank God. But like, I'm saying, it made. What am I trying to say? For college, most of us are in college. It made courses much harder because everything had to be transitioned to online only, and because of that, work ramped up for a lot of us. So we couldn't focus a lot on it. So, but hey, it's over now, so we're going to be focusing on more again. So we'll, like I said, coming weeks, I hope to have a preview out for you guys. There we go. That's more whispering. General Kenobi, if you are doing a continuation of the series, how are you going to use the cluster since they have basically been destroyed? They're kind of, well, we already revealed Grub, Looper, and Weevil. They are basically still destroyed at the present time. Those that are remaining are kind of broken down and worn down, and they're kind of struggling. So the remnants of the cluster are still around, but the main cluster body has relatively gone extinct at the present time. Come on, Photoshop. You can do it.
I see 1 cent in Jen We Trust.
Yep. From the makers of Elf on a Shelf.
Let's see. I just need a reference for Kilgore. I'm not going to dare look it up in Google. I'm just going to look it up on my phone because I need to... There we go. I always forget how his patterns go on him, you know? Like, I always forget that. I'm very sorry. I see a lot of people talking about how they were infected. I'm very sorry to hear that you guys got some of you got infected. I hope you all came out okay. Have you thought of a way of making alternate universes work in the show? Some random fan asks, and that is their username. Some random fan. I think we've. I can't remember if we've talked about alternate universes before. It's not something that I would be against doing. It's just like I'd rather focus on the main universe, you know? Alternate universes are more like fun ideas where it's like, "Hey, what if we did this thing where we just did a flip side episode where it's like it's like the Adventure Time thing where there's the alternate universe where it's like Fiona and Cake, I think it is. It's like that, where it's like the alternate universes are usually done to be like, what if we did something that was topsy-turvy, but we don't want to make it canon, you know? Or we don't want to make it canon to our main universe. Very rarely do, like, alternate universes, like, work their way into the story, and then usually when they do, it's literally the characters venturing to a different universe, so their original universe stays fine. Like I said, I'd rather focus on the main universe itself and like develop that, but it's not something I'm totally against. You know, I'm not against going to a different universe.
My own script outlines for stuff I would like to happen, but unfortunately couldn't happen. For example, I like writing ideas for film sequels I would have liked, but unfortunately weren't possible.
Mm-hmm.
For example, have you seen the Van Helsing film with Hugh Jackman?
I've seen clips. I haven't seen the full thing though.
It also had a tie-in video game with him returning, as well as an animated prequel with him and Robbie Coltrane returning.
Wow, I would not expect Hugh Jackman to come into an animation thing. That's something that's usually like he steps out of.
Yes, and Robbie Coltrane voiced Mr. Hyde in both the live-action and animated film.
FM6, do you still need the 3D Jenny for rotoscoping? Yes, that would be... Eddie, hello Eddie. I hope you are doing well. Yes, that would be beneficial if you could send that 3D Jenny. Because I don't think the transfer was ever done. It was just always progress updates. When you can, Eddie. When you can. Is Jenny a he? No, she is not.
Nope.
There is that. I mean, there is that fan theory out there that she's a transgender. We've talked about that before. I don't think we're doing that for Rebooted. We're not following that fan theory, but I want to throw out there that I'm not saying a hard no to any. I'm not shutting down headcanons. If you feel like that, I mean, if it's your little headcanon, have fun with it.
Okay.
Go with it.
So didn't Renzetti himself say that while it wasn't intentional that the themes are there?
On how Rob
Yes,
Renzetti
exactly.
wants Jenny to date Sheldon, when in turn fans want her being with Brad.
I was like, I'm also more a fan of that. I definitely see the connotations being there, like the kind of themes of transgenderism in Teenage Robot, where it's a robot who is trying her best to be human, or it's like she's trying to be something that she was not. She was that. I'm stammering again. She's trying to be somebody that goes against what she was labeled as. Yes, exactly. Yeah. She's trying to go against what she was labeled as and be her own, be what she feels is right.
She has like a given name and a preferred name too.
Right, exactly. I definitely see the connotations.
Yeah, but once again, one thing you got to remember is that this was in 2003, which was before the whole trans rights movements really start to gain momentum.
Yeah. That was only recently, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And believes they see it as a female Pinocchio.
That too. I can kind of see that too, where it's kind of the creation trying to be the real thing. There's all sorts of things you can gear this towards, because there's
a lot of interpretation.
Yeah. From transgenderism to just a coming of age story to like I said, the female Pinocchio. Granted, this would be fighting crimes, and a Pinocchio that has lasers that comes out of his eyes, and but yes, the female version where she's just trying to be a normal person.
I asked Richard Epcar a few months ago if he could say snooping as usual I see in his Joker voice, and it's pretty good. I'll let you listen to the comparison between Long John Baldry's version and Epcar's version.
Oh my gosh, this is so like buggy. My gosh. At the hour mark,
I told you to get close to your
Here's the
paint when
original.
I told you when you got the chance.
No, like I said, it has nothing to do with. It's nothing to do with Photoshop. It's everything to do with my computer. Now that I'm on my older one, it's the same issue where my newer one can handle this. It can handle the live stream, the Photoshop. It can handle the uploading it to YouTube at the same time and whatnot, and in the Discord call. This older one struggles. It really does.
Now this is Epcar's take of the infamous Pingas quote.
Snooping as usual, I see.
That's pretty good. Where? Okay.
Thanks.
Some random fan says, "Did you know that there's no timeline where Teenage Robot is set?" And Rob said that it's set in the future, reimagined to be in the 1930s. Yes, we do. We are aware of that. We are respectfully not going that direction. We're kind of going the direction of this is the future. But there's a reason for that. That's the reason because we want to have like kind of similar history for like that just helps with storytelling, or just kind of like if the country we are in now shares the same history as this world, but only this world is 40 some years into 40 to 50 some years in the future, makes it a little easier for backstory. Second of all, we want to introduce some more futuristic kind of technologies. We don't go full in depth. We still got the kind of the 1930s vibe, but we have a few more. Like there's a whole episode about the newspaper industry going bunk. You know, like from that point on, you don't see a newspaper anymore. It's like it's gone. It's kind of like that. We want to kind of like have fun with some new technologies. That's why we focusing it outside of just the 19 just a I'm stammering again. I'm horrible today. That's why we are going with it's set in the future rather than it's set in an alternative present. You know?
Mm-hmm. Alternative 2003.
Mm-hmm.
I have 70 alternative futures.
I recognize that reference.
Yeehaw.
Levon Media, I wonder if Nate acknowledges that there's a production order of the show to which Teenage Robot's production order is more consistent with the airing order in terms of continuity. Yeah, I know there's a production order, but the production order, like, that varies from show to show.
Mm.
Like, a grand example, Clone Wars. That was all over the place, production schedule-wise. They had episodes that the first episode, Ambushed, quote-unquote, first episode of the Clone Wars. That is not...
You're referring to.
It's the one where Yoda... it's not a very good episode. It's one of the lesser episodes of the Clone Wars, to be honest. Not a good starting point, but it gets really good. But anyway, it's the one where Yoda and the clone troopers get stuck on the moon, and they have to go through a test via Saz Ventress to prove themselves to King Katungo and all that jazz. That was not... If you watched the Clone Wars in chronological order, that's not the first episode you watch. It's not. It's a different one. Even the movie, that's not the first episode you watch. there's a prequel episode to the movie that they made. So it's like production schedules get all over the place. What I would value more is events. I would be basing off like when I look at a show that doesn't have a clear chronological order of things, that didn't have like a published list out there or something, or like a clear order, I would look more towards events over production schedule or airing schedule, because those things get screwed up all the time. So in Teenage Robot's case, if I were to plot out an order of events, I would base it generally on the order in which things happen. And what by that I mean how things would make sense. I went back to my example with, like, a clear example is like Vexus, right? Clearly there are a certain number of events that happen with Vexus before Cluster Prime. And then after Cluster Prime, we find Vexus on the garbage ship, you know? Or the garbage planet, because that's immediate. They're talking about events from Cluster Prime after that. And then what happens after that? The Queen Bee episode. She looks different. She's like trying to get back on her feet. That sort of thing. That's a clear example of chronological order right there. A more subtle one that kind of disagrees with production order or airing order would be like the situation with Brad dating. I think I went into this a while back, where he seems in season 3 at least, if you go by production order, I believe what happens is that the Misty episode happens first, and then the Melody episode happens, right? And I think the common criticism with that is that it doesn't. Some people question why Jenny is so trusty of Misty, while Melody, she's instantly like untrusty, when both of them have like connections to villainous deeds, and want Misty more directly with the one she's being committing the deeds, and Melody her father. So my kind of viewpoint of it, it's like, what if they were flipped? What if the Melody episode comes first? Jenny is not trusting of Melody. It backfires on her. So when Misty comes to town and says that she's reformed, she's changed, then Jenny is more trusting because she learned from Melody, and that backfires on her. You know, so like it follows a little bit more of a plot line like that. That's where I would be.
Did you just spoil something here?
No, I'm talking about season 3.
Oh.
So my point is that if there's a show out there that does not have a published list of chronological events, I would base, and you were to make a list, I would base it on the events that happen in the show that make the most sense. You know, kind of organize it yourself. Maybe base it like somewhat on like the production schedule, but even then, like I said, that varies from show to show. You're gonna get all sorts of things. I think even with Teenage Robot, wasn't the first episode they made not the pilot? Let me rephrase. The pilot was obviously the first thing they made, but when they got to the actual series, like the first episode was not the first episode they made. You know, I think it was either what. I think it was
episode 2 that was actually made before the first episode.
I want to say it was Raggedy Android was the very first episode that they produced, production order. And obviously that is not the first episode, you know? So it's like, that's what you gotta deal with these things. Good old Clone Wars, there is a published list of chronological order out there that you can just, there you go, there it is. Go through it. Stuff like this where it lacks a published list, that's where you got to be kind of like conscious of like just events, you know. Sorry about that. That one went for a while. So, any other questions?
Someone asked if Jenny was gonna swear.
Nope.
Are we gonna have any censored cuss words?
We don't have any. No, we don't have any. We don't have any. What is that episode from Dexter's Lab? Rude Humor, was it called?
Rude removal.
Rude Removal. We don't have anything like that planned. Or the SpongeBob episode where it's like where they were speaking dolphin.
I bet you Rob Renzetti has like the original uncensored copy of that, or one of them at least.
Probably, if I were to guess, it would be Rude Removal because he and Gennady Tartakovsky are pretty good friends since they were roommates.
Mm.
I don't know about SpongeBob.
I bet
though.
Rob and Gendy have the only 2 copies.
Probably. Under strict orders to never show it ever.
It's like the one episode of SpongeBob with the swearing, where they actually would swear when they were recording and edit out the swears.
I want that recording to leak so bad.
I know.
Oh,
but it'll
God,
never
Stan.
happen. It'll never happen.
Never
Okay,
will.
here's a few questions. Some random fan, remember when the skin suit was supposed to return and it was never seen again? Question mark. Yes, we are going to be covering that in not in season 4, but in season 5. That's a villain that we need to cover. So stay tuned, I guess. The animatic credits mentioned Dr. Wakeman's VA as a temporary voice. Do you have a different VA in mind? Malusian asks. Yes, we have her casted, but the person who's supposed to voice them won't send in the recording. So, put a pin in that. We're working on that. She's still a temp voice so far, but like we're working on trying to getting an actual good recording in. So, will there be new voice actors in Teenage Robot? Antonia Blakeney asks. Yes. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Ocelot Pictures asks, so are there any plans with Vexus? Will she get her revenge on X-Gen 9 or at least return her status as Cluster Queen? The latter question has yet to be seen. Are there any plans with Vexus? Yes. Okay, we can't just and Vexus was never seen again. We have to cover... She's the main villain. We have to cover her.
You can't have Teenage Robot without Vexus. Come on.
Right. It's like having freaking Transformers without Megatron. You know? It's like... Is it doable? Yes. Would it be fun? Not very much.
What good is a story with no conflict?
All right. Danny Prickle, any plans for Jenny's sisters, or would they just make too many voice actors? No, we have plans for them. They're in 3 episodes right now, I think. 2 that I know for certain. 2 I know for certain are very prominent, like they're main characters. Third one I think is a cameo, if I recall correctly.
And all the sisters have been casted.
Yes.
The ones that talk, anyway.
Mm-hmm. Robbie Bobby 212, Jenny instant kill mode. Not likely.
Cluster Prime in new episodes, yes or no?
Eventually. Season 5. Not in season 4. But we definitely need to keep the promise that Jenny said to Vega and eventually return to Cluster Prime. That's not a secret. We eventually have to do it.
It's just a requirement.
Yep. Part of the loose ends list, you know? It's like loose ends. Raggedy Android, we gotta tie that up. Loose end Vega, we gotta tie that up. Loose end Misty, gotta tie that up. Loose end Melody, gotta tie that up. It's like any loose end that you can think of in Teenage Robot, we have to tie up. So it's not a spoiler to say we're doing it.
Bless you.
Sure, that works.
Will Sheldon reveal his identity as the Silver Shell?
That's a loose end we have to tie up. I'll leave it at that. Come on, program, please.
Alright, I'm pretty much done with my sketch, so I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna post it on the public Discord in just a second.
It'll probably be better than mine because I am struggling. After that, I've also reached the hour mark, so at this point, after I finish this bow, I'm going to stop with this and try to find something else that I can do that's not as laggy and a little bit more fun. I'll try, though. I
Music
apologize.
producing? Try music producing. Would that work?
Unfortunately, it will not, because I do not have the hard drive that has all my... I don't have... all right, Nick, easy. I don't have the hard drive that has all my software instruments on it. I don't. That's still on my other computer. I didn't bring it down because bringing that down is kind of a hassle because it's not like a small hard drive. It's a brick. You know, it's a big one. And so when I pack it, whenever I transport it, I have to like wrap it up in bubble wrap. I have to put it in a nice box. I have to make sure that's like that box in the suitcase is surrounded by clothing, so it pads it. Because it's not an SSD hard drive, it's a disk. So it's like, eventually that's gonna fail, and when that does, I'm gonna be in trouble.
If you get permission from Ice Wolf 762 to use Chaos Jenny for Rebooted, will she possibly get a voice actress?
Okay, well there's a lot of questions in that single question. A, using Chaos Jenny, where in order for that to happen, Ice Wolf would have to be a part of the team or whatnot to kind of talk about using their character. 2, Ice Wolf again, yes, would have to give us permission to use Chaos Jenny. And 3, if she were to be in Rebooted, which is not likely, wouldn't it just be Jenny? Like Jenny's voice actress? Would it not? Like, if I follow the comic, which is a brief comic line, correctly, it was just Jenny with a. At the time, I mean, that would have to change. She had a Chaos Emerald from the Sonic series, and that changed her into Chaos Jenny. That would have to change. We wouldn't have to. We couldn't use anything from the Sonic universe, but like, this is all hypothetical. So like, but I'm just saying. There's a lot of loaded questions in there. So,
look, just long story short, I don't think Chaos Jenny is remotely believably possible.
There's a lot of things would have to happen, you know, and
a lot.
Yeah. Because it's not like we can just reach into the fandom and pull out any OC we want and like, we're using it. Bye. We have to get permission for these sort of things. I guess I got a nice pretty bow. There we go. I guess that'll be my sketch. I'm sorry it wasn't as good as the other Halloween ones. I'm just battling my tablet.
Christmas! It's Christmas!
No, yeah, I'm just saying I'm sorry it wasn't as good as the Halloween one, because I'm just battling my computer right now, unfortunately. I will find something else to draw here. Here, let me, did you post that? Did you post, Eric? No, did I say something to draw? Yep. Did you post that? Where did you put it?
I put it in your artwork
drawing
on
board.
the public forum. I mean the public Discord.
Oh, okay, so it's on the public Discord.
Yep. If you look closely on the side, it says De Novum Unum, which means 1 out of 9.
Ooh, fancy. Getting Latin on us.
Casually uses Latin for fictional dinosaur names. Mortem Rex.
Mm-hmm.
Will Jenny have new clothes?
New what?
Clothes.
We have different outfits planned for her.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're
I
if you would
designed a few of
qualify.
them.
Yeah, I don't know if if they are qualified as specifically clothing. Like they're, I think a majority of them are part of their part of her body. But different outfits, yes.
I think the basic idea, though, is that we're just staying on model of the original series.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did some designs of her with some clothing.
I did too.
Is Jenny gonna become a gamer?
Gamer Jenny.
Well, we do have an episode where we're next gen console. We have a planned episode planned on video games.
Yep.
Do we plan to go bizarre routes? Well, what do you consider bizarre?
Let's see. Are we gonna add cartoon sound effects? Of course.
What's a cartoon without cartoon sound effects? Come on.
Teenage Robot was all about adding some cartoon sound effects here and there for the gags at least, like bare minimum. Sometimes even more.
Come on. There are. I'm pretty sure there are several moments with the classic bonk. Come on.
Somebody just apologize for asking too many questions. Don't apologize. Keep asking questions because we're bored.
Yes, exactly. I wish I could do more, but I'm just like I'm struggling. I'm showing your drawing there, Eric, with Jenny on the penny. I'm trying to find now something else I can work on or show or something like that's not gonna kill my computer. So answering questions is a good way of passing the time right now.
Oh yeah. Keep them coming.
Man, and everything's on a different hard drive. Hold on. I'm gonna figure something out.
Do you think Jenny would be on The Price is Right?
I don't know.
I'm more concerned about the will Ariana Grande being MLaaTR.
Yeah, I'm
Probably
not going to
not.
let.
Probably
No.
not, unfortunately.
No,
I mean,
no,
unless anyone has
no.
some, unless anyone has some connections with some celebrities that I don't know about, probably not.
Maybe I can make a few calls.
Yeah. Oh no! I have to skip this one. I have to skip this Christmas song. I have to. I am not sitting in this. We listened to the instrumental version of this. I am not listening to the full thing.
Wait, what song?
12 Days of Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
No, thank you.
It gets annoying really fast. Like, 6 geese and 5 golden rings and yada yada
Yeah,
yada. Like,
yeah.
no, thank you. Nope, I'm getting
get
sick
the-
of that song too.
Hey,
I'll
Plants
accept the
here.
instrumental version where the guy's not singing, but like the song, the vocal version came up, and I'm like, nope, 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 nope.
Plans is here. Will Tuck return to Monkey? Yes, he will. Monkey, 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 monkey.
Is Jenny gonna get a smartphone? We're trying to avoid smartphone technology. She kind of she has a phone, but it's kind of built into her, you know. So she
I
just
feel
kind
like
of
she would want one anyway,
yeah, true.
just because everyone else has them.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just trying. I'm not a fan of smartphones being in anim. I know it's weird. It's a weird thing for me. I'm not a fan of smartphones being in animation because whenever they do it, it's always the same. It's talking about going viral, going online, becoming a meme. It's like that's the stuff I can't
And they're never
stand.
done
Yeah.
well. They're
Yeah.
never done well.
That's why I try to steer away from it, you know.
But we also have to take into account that this is a show about teenagers.
Right.
So-
I know. It's
So
an inevitable. It's an inevitability, you know. It's gonna be
Yeah.
crossed at some
We
point.
just
It's just
we
like
gotta make sure we do it right.
right. I don't want it to be like a. When we do
We're
cross
hip,
it, I
we're
don't want it
cool.
to be the. I don't want it to be the center focus of the episode. I don't want it to be characters trying to go viral or characters trying to create a meme. So it's like you hear that and you just roll your eyes. I just want, if we're gonna do the smartphone thing, we're gonna have characters have smartphones. It's gonna be a real subtle, like someone gets a call and instead of going to a telephone line, they just pull it out of their pocket and pick up the phone. You know what I mean? It'll be
We're
like
cool. We're hip. We're with the times, yo.
exactly.
It's awful. Don't do that, please.
I think I pitched a smartphone episode for season 5 and it got shot down hard. No
Okay,
hard
so
feelings.
So there's also the fact that, considering what Jenny has been like in the first 3 seasons, she seems to have very mixed feelings about technology, especially if the robots
Ironically enough.
are humanoid. Like, she doesn't seem to understand that they don't have a consciousness like how she does. So she gets weird around other bits of technology. So the smartphone thing just probably wouldn't work.
I mean, they did the musique thing in the original series.
Can't believe they predicted AirPods.
For real.
I mean, it was illusionary.
You think there could be a Chuck E. Cheese like episode? Some random fan asks. Only if we go the Five Nights at Freddy route and the animatronics come to life and start to like attack people. I'll be down for that. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
That could be an idea.
And it can play into robots. You know, having like
Yeah.
like
No, like remember that episode of That's So Raven where they were at the Chuck E. Cheese place and one of the robots broke down, so Raven had to step in and pretend to be a robot. Like Jenny.
that
could
would
have,
be
like,
funny. Like Jenny has to pretend to be an animatronic at some attraction to help out or something.
Yeah,
Oh.
and then after closing time, they lock the place down and she gets locked inside. She's
I'm
trying
writing
to get out.
I'm writing
But
that
she's
down.
freaking out the security guard.
I'm writing it down
Write
right
that
now.
down. Write that down. That's money. That's money.
So it's playing tic-tac-toe.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, exactly. I'm playing Tic Tac Toe.
Hey, Teenage Robot fan base, how you didn't miss it? What's up, Rebooted team? There's a lot that's up.
Let's see. This episode idea. Jenny gets a job at a Chuck E. Cheese
place.
Cheese-like place. One of the animatronics breaks down, and she
dies.
is ordered to take its place. Boom. That's an episode right there. That actually sounds a lot.
That
sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah. I wrote it down.
That certainly sounds like some horror element potential that I have a specialty in.
And also, I gotta give credit. Hold on, it was some random fan, right? Yeah. Credit to some random fan.
Oh, that's actually their name. Okay.
Yes, exactly. That is like that. That's what I.
On YouTube, that's their name. On YouTube. And then there should be a man in purple, but no slaughter.
Oh yeah. Like just the manager. It's just like he's wearing purple all the time.
Oh my god, this is legitimately great.
That would be a fun episode. And then like Jenny would be all upset because she's being treated as like an animatronic and not like a person, and like this would be legit like a fun thing to do.
Okay.
And then we also wanted to explore that in season 5 about like Jenny like trying to find like a career and finding jobs and whatnot. That was something we wanted to touch upon. And this would be a way to do it.
All right, so I think it's safe to say that this is definitely a plot point discussion that we're gonna have. No confirmations, but
Yeah. This is definitely something we're gonna throw in the bin here. This is like.
What if, like, she gets locked inside the place after hours, and is trying to get out? And what if the security guard is actually Travis, the guy who is scared of machines?
That oh my god, that like works so well. If I would want to keep it 11 minutes, but if we can squeeze that in, that'd be great.
How about like a part 1, part 2 special?
I don't know if it's. I don't think if the idea is big enough for that. You want to save those for like the bigger like, oh my god, stuff is happening. This seems more like a fun little like 11-minute normal episode.
Yeah. Okay.
She possibly gets locked in at night, and Travis is the security guard.
What if she unionizes all the other robots and
This
they
is
all try to
great.
break out?
Okay. Teenage Robot Fanbase asks legitimate question. Did you guys notice the seemingly random growth in the community, and do you have any theories what caused it?
I think maybe we caused it.
Well, it was clearly us. Clearly us. You had nothing to do with it, Mr. Fanbase. It was all us.
You might actually be onto something, because I've been telling people ever since I did end up joining the Rebooted project that there is a Rebooted project happening.
Right.
And I know people have been visiting it, so it might have spiked some algorithm stuff. But I don't want to say that
I would have to like get some Google statistics. Like I would just need to get some statistics over time of like people like looking into Teenage Robot and whatnot and see where the spike came, before I can accurately place a reason as to what caused it. Because like I guess it depends, because it really would depend on like when it happens. If it like for instance it would have happened like late August, I would attribute it to, hey, we kind of dropped an animatic at late August, maybe that caused it. If it were to happen at
August,
yeah, I think so, wasn't it? I think it was like it was the August 31st we did the. If I recall,
it doesn't feel like that long ago.
I can check real quick. I've got the stream pulled up, so
August 30th. I think was the day we released part 1.
3 months.
But like that being said, if the spike were to occur more towards like a fan base video or something like that, maybe then that's the reason. I don't know. personally, but if we were to figure this out, we would have to look at a graph showing the overall interest in Teenage Robot on a timeline. And then using that timeline, we can look at current events and pinpoint what caused it, you know?
Okay, so the animatic dropped on August 30th.
Right.
So
if it's something that's more like recent, like something that happened in like the recent month or past couple of weeks, then I got no idea. I have no idea why a sudden interest would be blooming.
I just noticed something.
Lucky algorithm, I guess.
I just noticed something. On your website's FAQ, did you unintentionally post a screenshot?
A screen? What?
From Labor Day?
Hang on. Hold on. I don't know what you're talking about here. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Quick chat, don't go to the site.
Hold on. I have no idea what you're talking about. You said, let me go on, I'm going to site.
FAQ.
Teenage Robot Fanbase asks, it was last month.
Oh yeah, then I
when
wouldn't
the spike
know.
happened.
I would not know.
I posted a link in the meeting chat.
Okay, I'm in the FAQ. What's up?
No, there's no screenshots.
Yes, there is.
I see an image of Wakeman asleep at the phone, which I think is from an episode, but like
that's from Labor Day. That's from Labor Day.
Oh yeah, that's been there forever. It was just like a fun little image. Like I thought that'd be kind of a funny screenshot from the episode to have on the contact page, where it's like operators are standing by, and then there's Wakeman asleep at the. It goes to show how much I respond to those contact emails, which is hardly ever at all. If at all.
You should have made them different. You should have made different.
I can draw another one. It's just like it was just a fun little gag when I was setting up this, and I never changed it. It was just like, you know, it's just a single frame, you know.
There's no context in addition to it.
Right.
Now, if it was a whole clip, that'd be a different story.
I am like legit thinking about how fun an episode this would be with this Chuck E. Cheese like thing. Am I still showing the? Oh my god, I'm still showing the OBS thing. I'm sorry. There we go. Here, actually, I can like transfer like what I'm writing down here.
I've got to pitch in some plot ideas for this as well. Like, this is one of my strong points.
Good night, my fellow associates.
Are you saying what? What? Oh, Traffic, you're here. Hi.
Yes, Traffic is here.
He spooked me.
He's here, but he's muted. No talkie. No talkie.
I was saying good night, fellow associates.
Hi there.
Are we streaming for the masses?
I'm just jotting down the idea. Did I misspell guard?
Yes! It's G-U-A-R-D.
If you can't tell, I have an over-reliance on autocorrect.
Jenny is forced to wear a spring lock suit and it snaps shut on her.
Nah, okay, I don't want to go too close.
That was me joking. That was me joking. That was me joking around. I'm not. Yeah. Jenny dies in a spring lock accident.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
All right, it was a typo, Jack.
Yeah, no shit.
I don't know if
Typos are
some random
bound
fan
to
is
happen.
asking to have Jenny dress up as the puppet, which I guess is I think that's from Five Nights at Freddy's. I think it would be more fun to do original animatronics if this idea were to get off the ground. Kind of like I wouldn't want to go. It's a bunny, it's a bear, it's a chicken. You know, it's like, and then there's a fox off in the corner. I'd want to do like more original kind of looks, but like definitely in the spirit of it. Like I think it would be fun to do something like that.
A raccoon,
Ooh.
panda, somewhat, or
I don't know.
someone.
It wouldn't even have to be animals. It could just be like
I mean,
characters in general.
Animatronic kind of means animal. So
No, animatronic doesn't mean animal. It just means
it's got that association.
It does,
It's like a
but
robot kind of
yeah,
thing.
animatronic is just. It's. I know it says Anna at the first, like animal, but the Anna.
It's an
in
animated
animatronic-
That
electronic.
prefix
Yes.
basically just means
It's a reanimated
it's
electronic.
alive.
Yes, it means animated, not animal. It's I know it's technical, but you know, I know what you mean.
Although I do think animal characters would be the best route to go, because you know it's a kid. It's supposed to be a kid's like Chuck E. Cheese kind of place. They love cartoony, goofy animals. Not...
Oh yeah. I'm just saying like we're in a world of robots. You know, we can do stuff like doesn't even need to be like animals. It could just be like freaking like friendly looking robots. You know, like. Like stuff that doesn't even look humanoid. Even we could get away with it, you know.
Yeah, I know. FNAF has done some of that sort of stuff as well.
Kind of like because the thing that I instantly think of is like the Mystery Science Theater 3000 robots. None of them are humanoid. You know, they got eyes and mouths, but like one of them's got a freaking a gumball machine for a head. The other's a giant vacuum cleaner. One of them's a vacuum cleaner. The other's like a crow is like an antenna or something. It's like
It's like a lacrosse net.
yeah, you can have fun with robots. You can have like fun with the character designs, and you can still have like them being friendly for kids. It could be something like that. There's a lot to play with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I kind of want to make like a Cobra design though. Like I'm drawing up some concepts right now just for fun.
Cobras are fun. There was originally going to be like this is a long time ago. Before I even went public with this project, I was like sketching up a design for like a Cobra-like villain, where it was like this kind of Cobra dragon thing, where it's like it had
Cobra Kai.
It was no, I'm talking about like an actual monster. It was like it had wyvern body, but its neck kind of arced up and then became a cobra. And I don't know what happened to that sketch. It was a long time ago.
I was going for more of a Jack in the Box kind of thing.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I'll send the very rough concept sketch in the like mine is sort of it's okay. So it's in the sort of creepy kind of place right now, but it's just gonna be like that at first. But you know we'll refine it some more. Maybe it'll be scrapped, but who knows? I'll send the progress shot. But it's just fair warning. It is a little creepy. As most Jack in the Box toys are regarded as.
see. What can I do? What can I do? Okay, I'm gonna try and go through my... Because I can't... Oh, I don't want to play that game, though. I could play Techno Tennis. There's gotta be something I can do here to combat my laggy computer. Alright, going through my other hard drives and seeing if I have a goodie that I can show everybody that is not spoilery, and then we can have some fun with.
Alright, I'm about to send the design in.
I've kind of been off the loop about the whole night, so what was everybody doing?
We've mostly been chatting. I was
at a laundromat, so I'm sorry I was a little bit behind.
I was trying to make holiday images, but my computer does not want to work with me. So this is about the best sketch I can do at the present time, which unfortunately.
I've sent the Cobra sketch to the concept art channel.
Whoa!
I will take a look at it in a second.
Whoa! Whoa! That has been on tell material right there, or hell of
Oh my gosh, you're right. He totally looks like RoboFizz. Oh man, that was unintentional.
Oh, that does look good though.
He's definitely gonna need a lot more refinement. I mean, since this episode isn't really confirmed, you think we could show this to the live stream?
Yeah, why not? I don't see any problem with that. Give me 1 second. I need to copy the link. This is not confirmed, by the way. We definitely have to just we have to see if it fits in the plan of season 5 so far. But if it makes you feel any better, it's definitely something that I would like to have. This is like a really fun idea. Jenny getting a job at a Chuck E. Cheese place and then having to take the spot of one of the animatronics because one of them breaks down. That's there's so much you can do with that. That's so much fun.
Yeah. But yeah, this concept definitely falls into the uncanny valley, but also like a has-been hotel kind of thing as well.
Totally looks like
Fizzaroli. That was unintentional though, so we'll work on it.
Yeah. Robbie, Bobby, 212. Are you guys gonna explore into Jenny's arts and crafts and music and stuff in an episode? We want to not necessarily arts and crafts and music, but we do want to explore in season 5 at least. There's something that I do want to try and tackle is Jenny's hobbies. What does she like doing? You know, she's a superhero and whatnot, but what does she kind of like to do normally outside of going to the mall and going to a party and whatnot? What's an activity that she likes to do in her free time, you know? That's what I kind of want to try to explore in Season 5, if we got time.
I sometimes forget how good Eric is with guitar.
He's very good. John Calder, what sort of new weapons will Jenny have? None that immediately come to mind. I think we gave her a minigun. I think so. I think that's
the new power to kick butt.
I think she's got a minigun now, where it's like a laser minigun. You know, the rotating barrel. And nothing else that immediately comes to mind.
Oh, I remember she has like a banana gun. Like a Gatling gun that shoots bananas and discards the peels.
I don't know why they're called miniguns. They're very large guns.
Not very mini.
They're not very mini. You usually got to put them on a turret. You know, it's like you got to mount them up. It's very hard to carry them.
Okay.
They're so heavy.
Okay.
I think they're
Hot
called
take.
miniguns is because
It's not
each barrel is a
minigun,
separate
it's
gun, so they're tiny guns.
Many gun, not mini.
Maybe it's just considering the amount of barrels it has, and like consider each barrel a gun and how small they are in caliber.
Maybe, I guess. It's just like it's such a
Did you know that
devastating weapon.
I
don't
know,
why
and they're actually legal to own in the United States.
Yeah, it's like military grade stuff. It's like
hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Well, think of submachine gun. Is there any subs in that machine gun? I don't think so.
It just shoots sandwiches.
That had no right being that funny.
But I got you guys.
You got me, that's for sure.
Alright, let's see. I'm still going through my folders here and seeing if there's anything that I could give that's not spoilery. Maybe there's something in concept art that we can talk about.
Should I just list off some of the questions they're asking and then you...
Oh yeah, go for it.
Is the cluster going to be in this show? I would love a legitimately threatening and actually dangerous Vexus, perhaps communicating only in code and signals until she wants to talk with the humans.
The coding thing sounds really intriguing. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what the patient's status on that is.
How do I answer this?
I'm not sure.
I will say, okay. Season 4, activation day. Second part, we get to see the cluster in their, for lack of a better term, we get to see the cluster in their prime. Like, I know the pun, but like, I get it's a pun, but I'm genuinely serious that we get to see them at their peak. You know, this is their before they started fighting Jenny frequently and became like lesser and lesser of a group. You know, this is when their top. Krakus is like even nowhere to be seen. They're just like they're here. They're a threat. They're like something to be reckoned with.
They're a real and threatening thing.
They're a threatening threat.
Very good, very good. Some of this stuff going on in chat, could you guys please stop? I see some arguing.
Uh-oh.
It's the holidays, guys. Come on.
It's time to get together and be alright.
Oh man, I'm so used to Procreate now that I've forgotten how Autodesk Sketchbook works. I keep hitting the undo button instead of my pen tool. And I'm like, no, I wanted that erased.
Can there be an episode where Jenny has to dog sit Kenny?
Nothing like that planned, but I guess that'd be in tune with the concept of teenage robot.
I imagine that at some point Mog would be in jail, and Jenny would just be fostering Kenny.
I'm currently looking through our concept art now, looking for something that's not spoilery, that I can kind of have fun with and show.
A Christmas-sized Three Stooges dudes.
I would love to sketch some stuff here, but I can't. My program just doesn't want to work with me, you know.
How about this? What are some name suggestions for this Cobra animatronic thingy? Because I want it to be a play on words of like Cobra, like maybe the scientific name Naja.
Cobra die.
Cobra guy.
Cobra guy. You know what? That works. That really does. He's a minor character for an episode that may not even happen. Just Cobra guy.
I wonder how much longer it will be until we... I mean, we were going to have the part 2 animatic ready for you guys.
Like I said, COVID just hit hard. I want to get it out soon. It's just, you know, things happen. Life happens.
We might do some test animation here and there for part 2.
Ooh, you should call him Cobra Khan and give him a little Fu Manchu mustache.
Oh no, it's Eddie.
Oh, maybe I think I have something. It's not for Teenage Robot, but it's something. It's like, hold on. I'm doing something for the reanimated project. Maybe that's like something I can give people. Maybe something to give for the holidays.
Reanimated works.
I'm still working on it. It's not done, but like, this is the shot I'm doing. No. Ah, it's gonna open up Firefox. I didn't want to open up Firefox. I wanted to keep. It's better than nothing. I'm trying to find something to give you guys that's not spoilery and it's not like, you know, it's a little more fun and exciting. So it's not just like me looking at you, especially since I can't draw properly right now because my program's not wanting to work with me. What would you guys think? Do you guys want to see a work in this has nothing to do with Rebooted, but it's still Teenage Robot. Do you guys want to see a work in progress shot that I'm doing for the reanimated Teenage Robot project?
Yeah.
Go for it, Nathan.
Do you want to screen share with us too over the...
Well, you guys have seen it. I've shared it with you, but these guys have not.
I don't remember if I...
Okay. I'll wait for them to respond though. I'll wait for them to respond because it technically has nothing to do with Rebooted whatsoever, and I understand that like maybe they won't be interested in that. So I'll wait for their response. In the meantime, I'm gonna look for any questions.
It looks like the chat is interested.
Okay. This is okay. Like I said, nothing to do with Rebooted. This is strictly the reanimated project, and this is my shot that I'm doing it's work in progress so far, and it's not even full length yet. But let me switch OBS here.
And switch.
And I do have to mute it because the audio is technically from the original show, so I can't play the audio, but give me one. I'm switching over. Give me 1 second.
And do you think you can switch it over for us too?
Yes. Screen, and then Discord. Give me 1 second. Switching screens on Discord. Change windows.
Man, Alex Trobeck, man.
All right, so this is what I'm working on so far. It does show like a little bit of an insight on what rough animation looks like. a little bit. That's what I used it for, the example. Especially in terms of like, I guess in relation to how I animate personally. It changes from person to person, but like rough animation, this is kind of what it looks like. And here we go. Hey, that's it so far.
no.
I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. It was an off and on sort of thing when I was dealing with college and whatnot. But like, there we go.
It's like Teenage Robot meets some traditional Disney animation at some point in time.
It's a work in progress. Like I got the shot where she's returned from the meteor and Tuck comes over her shoulder like that sort of thing. But work in progress.
So wait, so you're halfway done it.
Yeah, it's like it, and there's actually a version that exists that's on a different hard drive. She's got her wings open. Tuck, of course, is coming over. I'm beginning to animate the part where he comes over the shoulder. It's a work in progress. Wow, there is a giant uptick. I'm just looking at what Jack sent me in over our, like, comparing our. Wow, what the hell happened?
When is it?
What?
Okay, so like Jack here sent me an infographic over on Discord comparing the Fanbase YouTube channel and the Rebooted YouTube channel. There's a spike near August of 2020, which would indicate our dropping of the animatic. However, that's only towards the middle of the year, because once we come along to the later portion of the year, the November to December area, we shoot up. Something happened that we are unaware of.
Yeah, the subscriber count cut.
Wait, what particular month?
It doesn't say, it just gives a timeline where it's like 2020, and then as you gear towards 2021, like towards the later half portion of the year, that's when things like fire upwards. Like I'm talking
yeah, like the subscription, like the subscriber count went up.
Yeah, like we jump like, and this is talking about views, like collectively between the two channels. We go from about 4,000, 7,000 ish, so on good portions of the year, to this spike, we're reaching 28,000. Like there's a massive, like 400% uptick, you know? So it's like something happened, and we should probably try and figure out what.
And the animatic got like 64K views.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing good.
Yeah. And not on Fanbase too. This is comparing both channels. Like I said, this is not just us. This is like a collective of both channels. So it's like something happened with Teenage Robot that made it explode for some reason. So
I'd need like a screenshot of the actual time.
Yeah. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, just like send it into one of the chats or something, because I did mention that, you know, I was talking about it to a lot of people online and in my...
I think it has something to do with CBS Access / Paramount Plus.
Maybe so. That could be a factor.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I think somebody...
Wow. Holy shit, man. Wow.
Oh,
Watch the language.
Lord,
It's
that
a
is
kid-friendly stream.
That is the biggest spike I've seen.
And you can see our spike. That's not the animatic. You can see our animatic spike. That's about mid 2020. Like that middle one in the middle is the animatic. What? I don't know what happened November, December.
Yeah, I don't think I had anything to do with that.
I'm just gonna search Google Trends for my life as a teenage robot.
All right. Let's see how much time we got. We about 10-15 minutes left. So let's see if I can find one more thing, because I do feel kind of bad that we don't have much to show this, because we usually show so much, and I just like. We have concept art for a canceled cameo. I don't know if you guys be interested in that. That's not happening anymore. But you know it's canceled, so I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you guys want like concept art for something that's no longer happening.
Some people are really into that. I mean, I know I am personally. That's just a personal thing.
Although I might have already revealed it on the public Discord. I'm just like literally scrolling through our concept art stuff right now and seeing if there's anything that I can reveal that's not spoilery. Well, I guess it's okay to talk about because it's not happening anymore. Like it was originally planned and we cut it, so it's like. But because okay, and the reason why we cut it was because we wanted it to. It would have been a fun cameo. It would have. I'm not denying that. The reason why we cut it was because we wanted the episode that it would have featured in to end a different way. It was kind of a serious episode, and I'm not going to reveal what episode it is, but it was kind of a serious episode that this would cameo in, and the episode would have ended on the cameo as a joke. And we kind of felt, after we had finished writing the script, we kind of looked at the ending and kind of felt like we just kind of had a very emotional episode, and we're ending it on a joke. A cameo joke at that. Maybe we should not do that. Maybe we should end it a little bit more like... A little bit, like, fit the tone, you know? Not whiplash.
So I know what this is now. I know what you're talking about exactly now.
I'm gonna... This was good. It's pretty. Yeah, it was gonna be Invader Zim.
Lies! Lies! Lies!
Invader Zim was gonna have a brief cameo in an episode of Teenage Robot.
And I was voicing Gurr.
Yeah, you did a pretty good Gurr. Yo, not gonna lie.
Send them my audition because I was like super proud of that. And then
yeah, let me see if I think I have it.
Like,
hold on.
Shit.
I think I still got it. Yeah, here it is.
Nice.
I found it. You want me to play it?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, this is Eric's Gurr that he auditioned for and got accepted. He was gonna be the Gurr.
Whoa, we're gonna get destroyed! I like being shrapnel!
I heard it through the headphones.
Yeah.
It's loud.
Yeah, it kind of pierced my ears there. Sorry if it was too loud for people there. But yes, granted, I don't think we ever found like a spot-on Zim. We got some close calls, but like we never found anything that was too close. I think we got a pretty good Almighty Tallest Purple and Red, but I don't think we ever found an amazing Zim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But oh well, it's like because like I said, it would have been fun. I agree, it would have been fun. The major point was that the episode that it would have been in would have just been like it's a very serious episode in comparison to other episodes. So it's like ending it on an Invader Zim cameo joke felt kind of wrong. You know what I mean? Instead of ending it kind of like fitting the tone of what the rest of the episode was like. You know. But hey, maybe like in a fun little, if we ever go through the galaxy or something, we can have like a fun like we visit an alien bar. We can hide Zim and Gurr or the Almighty Tallest in the background somewhere, just for fun. But as for this cameo, it would have been. Oh, and I'm still showing the massive sketch. Hold on, I can actually get to the. See if I can find the concepts for Almighty Tallest.
And Zim and Gurr
and Zim and Gurr.
Else.
Oh, another thing about like Gur. You know who else? You know who almost ended up voicing Gur?
Oh yeah, that.
My mom.
No, like legit. I met. Remember when I talked to you guys about getting the autograph from the guy who voiced Gur originally, and I drew that picture and everything? Yeah, I met him. So it's like, it was very close to being like asking him to record the quick line that Gur had in the cameo, and having Gur and have the original Gur voice Gur. Two reasons why that didn't happen. A, because he was the way the meet was set up, it was kind of against voicing custom dialogue sounds, dialogue lines. And B, it just so happened that at the time of when I got to meet him, his voice had kind of died throughout the con. So it's like he'd been doing the Gur voice so much for people, he was kind of like out, you know, he's kind of checking out. So he couldn't do it either way, but it almost happened. It would have been cool.
Sad times.
Ripperoni Gur cameo.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I can't find it on my hard drive. Let me see if I can find it on...
I'm looking at Teenage Robot in Google Trends, and it is showing a spike in like early December, but it's not quite as severe as the one you looked at.
Well, this is comparing both. Okay, what that was it wasn't Google Trends. It was comparing our views as channels jointly together, like Fanbase and Rebooted. Something happened there that got both of our channels like, you know.
I think it was the World War III trending.
Huh, interesting. This shows interest by sub-region. And apparently the top 5 states searching up Teenage Robot are Nevada, Pennsylvania, Oklahoma, Maryland, and Ohio.
That's ironic for Pennsylvania right there. That's what we call irony. Isn't that the fan-selected state of where Tremerton is supposed to be?
I mean, I guess that makes sense. Because of the Quakers.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, the species that my bird is a Quaker.
Huh. We all had the same reaction.
Villager noise. Another fun fact, he makes villager noises.
Alright, I found the sketches of what their character designs would have been. Hold on.
That's when you know you play too much Minecraft.
Okay. Alright, everybody. I have... Oh my god.
Jesus. That was just uncanny, that one.
Okay, here's what it would have been, everybody. Oop, I have to resize. Here's a bunch of the I don't think we ever made model sheets of these guys, so you have to bear with me that they were always sketches. Because again, it got canceled, this cameo. So there was Gur. He was kind of Art Decoized. It's simplified. He looks a lot like the original Gur, but like its subtle differences include like his eyes are no longer like projecting from his head. They're kind of set in. I'm fairly certain that his that his head has been simplified a little bit. I know for sure that Zim has been simplified. He is now kind of more of a rectangle shape versus kind of he kind of had like a, I don't know how to describe it, kind of an odd rectangle / trapezoid kind of thing going on in the original. His shoulders, I remember specifically that his shoulder areas got very much simplified. And then we had the almighty tallest. I believe the one on the right is purple and the one on the left is red. In the show, they would constantly be like either have circular eyes or square eyes, and I think that back then we thought like, what if red had circular and purple had square, and just did both, and that would be a way of distinguishing them without just basic color, because everything else is essentially the same, you know. So these were the Art Decoized Zim characters that we had. This is a very, I don't know why it's so small, but this is like, well, actually, can I just like, yeah, there we go. That's the full image. It was resizing it on purpose. So there you go. That was what they were originally going to look like before they got scrapped. All right. Now, I wish there was something that I had, though, that would be like, it's confirmed that it is happening. So it's like that's something that I showed, something that's not for Rebooted. I feel like I'm completing like a wedding list right now, where it's like something new, something old.
Nathan, what about a teaser image?
Teaser image? I don't know if I have one like ready to go, though. That's what I'm trying to find, where it's like some sort of piece of concept art that's like confirmed to be happening. That's like not spoilery.
Like I said, we could just give them puzzle pieces every stream now.
No, that's not. I don't want to do that. I want to have like.
If we don't have anything, I am almost done with Cobra Guy's basic concept, like fully colored as well. I mean, it's not confirmed, but like it's something else.
Right.
Someone else. I am the Green Arrow.
Let's see. I do have I have to check with you guys. Hold on. I think I might have a design that's not entirely spoilery, but like it is. I mean, it's technically. I'll chat.
Don't think so, in my opinion. That's not too spoilery.
I think that's too spoilery.
That is pretty spoilery.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe a part of it. Maybe a part of it. I don't know. Not the full.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna find something new. I'm trying to.
No other concept art. Concept art that was.
Maybe I can find something I did.
Rejected concept art, maybe.
I've got plenty of rejected concept art. I'm trying to find some concept art that's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something like a goodie, something like that's good for that, like a goody that would be like, hey, get excited for. Because I mean, it's just I feel bad about how my tablet and my computer aren't responding to me well right now, and we don't have a lot to show otherwise. So it's like I'm kind of like, what do I show before we go?
I'm almost done with this, so just hold out a little bit longer.
Has anyone asked you for advice on how to start their own rebooted projects? Teenage Robot Fanbase asks. Yes, they have. And my response to them is usually the same, in that It depends on what you're trying to do, really. There's a lot of going back in time. There is a lot of things I would do differently if I had the same knowledge as I do now. Back when I started this, when I was 15, 16 years old. There's a lot of things I would do differently. It is a lot. Number one thing that you have to keep in mind, no matter what you do not let this be your main job, your main dedication in life. Don't. If you're starting a rebooted project on anything, like whether it be, in our case, Teenage Robot, or I don't know, say someone wants to reboot Invader Zim, someone wants to, as a fan project, don't rely on it. Keep it as a hobby. Keep it, because lawyers will absolutely come after you if you try to monetize it, if you try to make it funded and whatnot. You have to do it for free. You have to do it out of your own pocket, your own, just your own passion for it. Otherwise, you're going to be facing a lot of legal troubles. You just have to do it for the sake of being a fan and being passionate about it. Number two, like I said, do not dedicate your life to it like it's like, for instance, I keep saying this is not our main job. A lot of us have jobs in life. A lot of us have, like I said, some of us are trying to go through college. Me, personally, I'm just trying to become a film director later in life, like I'm studying to be a film director. This Teenage Robot thing is absolutely fun. I love doing it. It's a lot of fun for me. It is not, however, something I'm relying on to get into an industry or something, It's not. I have other things that I would prefer to show people when I'm trying to get a job over Rebooted, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, to anyone out there who's thinking about doing a rebooted project or a fan-made effort on anything that will not guarantee, a job, do not focus on it like it will. You know what I'm saying? You always want to keep school, job, career path, always put those things first, because that will get you somewhere in life. A fan-made project, as cool as it might be, as cool as awesome, and say it turns out amazing, as cool as that might be, there is absolutely no guarantee that it will get you anywhere. It could, in fact, there's a possibility that it could fall flat on its face. There's a possibility of that, and you have to be prepared for that. You have to be prepared for it. It might not work, and so that's why you should not dedicate your life to it. You have to have keep it as a hobby. Keep it as a fun, engaging hobby. That's what my recommendation would be.
All right, I've just finished and sent the colored basic concept for Cobra Guy into the concept art channel. If you want to show that real quick. I think he came out really fun looking. So it's fun.
All right, let me see.
Fun idea.
Ooh, he is fun. Wow, look at that. That's really fun.
So he's definitely going to need a lot of reworks to fit the actual show style, because I've got more
mostly, the most I could see was just making him be a little bit more streamlined, because to fit the kind of the mathematical look of the show, but in terms of cartoony nature and it's ready to go. That's it's mostly just converting it to Art Deco, It's that's
what I was mostly getting at. Because I'm not familiar entirely with the Teenage Robot style. I know that it has a lot of mathematical stuff going on, but I don't know the exact formulas yet.
Right. And I say mathematical, but it's more so just shape, hard shapes that build into one another. Jenny has triangles for hair. She's got a circular head. She's got an hourglass. A literal hour, not the attractive hourglass. No, a literal, she's got a Black Widow chest, where it's a literal little two trapezoids turned on top of one another. That's what I mean by mathematical, where the shapes are very straightforward,
interconnected.
Yeah, you can see he's got teardrop shaped, a teardrop shaped hood. That's probably going to need to be a lot more refined and a more literal shape. Like, I feel like this would be more fitting for a Disney movie rather than Teenage Robot. Well, this
So far.
particular-
But like I said, just like the design itself is like that is so workable in the Teenage Robot style. We just have to play around with the shapes a little bit. It's like it's not
impossible.
Right. And then this was the sketch you had. This is pretty cool too. Cobra guy. But yeah, that's pretty fun. I'm legit. I would really want to kind of I want to try to squeeze this into season 5. This sounds like a very fun episode idea.
And I have some ideas. This is one of my stronger points whenever it comes to scripts and plots, but that's not for the stream.
I am disappointed. We are about to wrap up here for the month and the year. I am disappointed though. We never out of this all this listening to Christmas music, we never once got a royalty free Carol the Bells.
Rip.
I'm scanning him right now to see if he was ever gonna come up. No. Carol the Bells isn't part of this. Oh well. That's my favorite Christmas song. Carol the Bells. Anyway. Alright, so I think we're going to leave it there. I'm sorry, like I said, I'm sorry we didn't have anything that's like really nice to show. COVID put a damper on us this semester with college and whatnot. So it was kind of hard to get something ready for the December stream. Hopefully we'll make up for it in maybe the January stream where might have something, a makeup goodie for you guys. But in the meantime, thank you guys for coming down. I hope you guys had fun. Happy holidays, happy Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate out there. Stay safe. See you guys on Discord and stuff. And here's to hopefully a better year in 2021.
Bye, y'all.
See you guys.
See ya!